This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Hi there, good afternoon to you. Welcome to your newscast for today, Wednesday, February 1, 2023. Happy New Month. Let's get the news in details. According to the result of the 2022 Corruption Perception Index, Guyana continues to rub shoulders with some of the most corrupt nations in the world. The index shows that Guyana gained its 1 mark more than its standing in 2021. Of note, India, the Maldives, North Macedonia, Suriname, and Tunisia received the same marks as Guyana. Countries with strong institutions as well as functioning democratics often find themselves at the top of the index. Denmark heads the ranking with a score of 90. Finland and New Zealand follow closely with a score of 87. In the past 5 years, only 8 countries have significantly improved their scores and 10 countries have dropped significantly. The rest, negative 90%, had significant corruption levels. The CPI was credited and used by Transparency International, a non-governmental organization established in 1993 with the aim of bringing together business, civil society, and government structures to combat corruption. A baby was pronounced stillborn at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation GPHC on Friday last due to complications during delivery. Kaieteur Radio on Saturday died as a result of complications due to a disease. The GHK, in a statement issued to Kaieteur, said that the hospital is knowledgeable about the case in question. The hospital claimed that they have worked with the mother and family to provide pre- and post-delivery counseling on account of the case being an uniquely complicated one, as a fetus with which was medically determined from the onset. In the meantime, GPHC urged those who are peddling and are privy to third-party information related to this incident to desist from inflicting further grief to the mother and her family, who, with the guidance of the medical team, were appraised and had a comprehensive understanding of the associated risk of the pregnancy. A former Guyanese Manganese Inc. employee now on the run after he assaulted his Chinese supervisor on November 2nd last for taunting him after he was fired. The wanted man is Lall Gibbs, 50, of Wismar Linden, and the Chinese man he assaulted is Fia Weiyong. Kaieteur was told that Gibbs worked in the washer plant at GMI's operation located in Matthews Ridge, Northwest District, Region 1, and was fired after he refused to turn around and face his supervisor. This newscast understands that the company has a no-smoking policy when working at the washer plant, and Gibbs was reportedly caught breaking the rule when his supervisor appeared. To avoid being caught, he turned away when he saw the man coming. It is said that the supervisor has reportedly given him some instructions and subsequently asked him to turn around and face him. But Gibbs refused to obey because he was trying to hide the cigarette from his boss. His actions reportedly annoyed the supervisor, and he was fired on spot and forced to sign his own termination letter. American oil producer Hess Corporation recently revealed that 10 massive wells will be drilled in the Stabroek block this year. Providing details on this was Hess Chief Operating Officer Greg Hill during his company's fourth quarter earnings call. Hill said approximately 10 exploration and appraisal wells will be pursued by operator SO Exploration and Production Ghana Limited. He said these wells will target a variety of prospects and play types. He also said that they will include lower risk wells near existing discoveries and several penetrations that will test deeper intervals. Hill said Hess and Stabroek Block partners, ExxonMobil and CNOOC Petroleum Ghana Limited, are excited about their future in Guyana as they already have a line of sight to 6 floating production, storage and offloading vessels. The CEO said the company's financial priorities are to continue to allocate capital to high return, low cost investment opportunities in Ghana to keep a strong cash position and balance sheet grow the dividend, and increase share repurchases. Finally, before we head to a short break, car crashes, criminal, routine food, decomposing bodies, bankrupt business, and water shortages. Welcome to life on the South African blackouts. Last week, the grim extent of the outages was laid before when South Africa were advised to bury their dead loved ones within 4 days. In a public statement, the South African Funeral Practitioners Association warned that bodies in mortuaries are rapidly decomposing because of the unrelenting electricity outage, putting huge pressure on funeral parlors struggling to process dead families. The situation is so bad that the country's president is considering declaring a national disaster similar to one in 2020 and the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, which had a devastating effect on the country's economy. Last week, scores of supporters from the Democratic Alliance opposition party marched under heavy security through the streets and to voice their frustration over the persistent blackouts. The radio with a difference. We return more news after work.
Current Feedback Production in association with the Pegasus Hotel and Metatron Inc. invite you to the One Guyana, One Love musical showcase in celebration of Black History Month 2023 and the annual Bob Marley celebration, Sunday, February 5th from 6 p.m. at Pegasus Poolside, featuring from Jamaica Tamara Forrester, aka Empress Jalov, Romeo Mystic, King Mandela, and Prince Ali from Canada, Congo NYA Drums, Ella Gill, Gary Artist featuring Morgan, Wi-Fi, Black Diamond, plus Rascary and Correction Band with special guest artists. Music by Redemption Song and Scene Up. Admission $3,000. Part proceeds go to the Men of Power Business Fellowship Drug Rehab Center project. Tickets available at Pegasus Hotel Front Desk. For more information, call 661-2976 or check www.GuyanaGotTalent.com.
This is GHK Lall, inviting you to join me weekdays from Monday to Friday on the National Outlook for commentary on a range of issues. Immediately after the 12 noon and 7 p.m. newscasts on Kaieteur Radio at 99.1 FM and 99.5 FM. Looking forward to you sharing in the conversation.
Welcome back. It's great news. The University of Guyana this morning hosted an extraordinary ceremony for the conferral of an honorary degree, Doctor of Letters, and Guyanese British actress Letitia Wright, who starred in The Black Panther at the George Walcott Lecture Theatre. The actress is currently in Guyana at the invitation of His Excellency President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali. The government of Guyana will expend some $500 million Guyana dollars to construct an abattoir at Onverwacht region for this year. The government received a $15 million Inter-American Development Bank loan in 2017 for several projects, including the construction of the abattoir. On Tuesday, Agriculture Minister, during the second day of the consideration of estimates and expenditure of the 2023 budget, disclosed that the project will progress over the next 12 months. Mustafa's response followed questions posed by Karamaj Rajatan when asked when the project is slated to begin, given the $500 million allocated in the budget. The minister assured the House that the project would be strictly monitored to ensure that it is in the identified time frame. He justified that the construction of the abattoir, noting that it is important because the country is poised to ensure that we become a beef and cattle industry. American oil giant ExxonMobil Corporation announced that it made a jaw-dropping $12.8 billion in the fourth quarter of 2022, bringing total earnings to $55.7 billion. This is a substantial increase when compared to profits for 2021, which totaled $23 billion. Following the news of the record-breaking performance, Darren Woods, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, noted that hard work and commitment of their people is what enabled them to deliver industry-leading operating and financial results and shareholder returns in 2022. Wood said that plans for 2023 called for further progress and strategic objectives. He said Exxon will therefore continue to invest in its advantage projects such as those in Guyana, to not only cash in on more revenues, but also to deliver profitable growth, help meet society's growing needs, and reduce emissions in operations while providing innovative solutions that help others reduce theirs. And we tell you now that two fishermen during the wee hours of Tuesday were killed on the public road in Essequibo Region 2 after they were struck by a black Toyota wagon. Dead are 23-year-old Zaman Rafiq of Paradise, Essequibo Coast, and Mohan Maniram of Hampton Port, Essequibo Coast, age 50. Rafiq and Ram were reportedly struck around 50 minutes after midnight while they were heading to the riverside to prepare for a fishing trip out at sea. The fishermen worked together on the same boat, and Maniram was reportedly towing Rafiq on his bicycle to the location. The police stated that Maniram was riding west along the southern side of the road when a speeding car PAD 831 heading in the same direction struck them from behind. The impact reportedly severed Maniram's head and tossed the rest of his body and Rafiq in a nearby trench, while the car carried off the road some 50 yards away from where it had struck them. The driver is presently in police lockups assisted with investigations. Stay with right here at Kaieteur Radio. Your blood comes up after this. And of course, today's blunt is titled Best Oil Deals. Trinidad has vowed to get the best oil deals for its citizens, mentioned a better deal for our country to the PPP government, and they are dodging and ducking results. Guyanese politicians either sell out Exxon and America, or they are worse of cowards, incompetents, and betrayers. They talk only one thing from another side of their mouths the next time. And of course, to bring to you today's blunt as well. It's called Guyana is shortchanged by $93 million US. According to Guyanese economists, Guyana got shafted. 92.8 million more is due to us for our oil. Does the PPP government care? Do our analysts wish to study and agree or disagree? Almost $93 million US is not chicken feed money for a poor country like Guyana. People who can't afford to buy pumpkin or puri could sure use this. Is the PPP government listening again? Does the PPP government cares? And that's the news to the woman. For these stories and much more, continue to listen to us right here on Kaieteur Radio. I'm Joshua Van Slykeman. Thank you for joining us.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.